Welcome to Wisdom Heart. It's Nano Teaching time. At this time, as I'm making this recording, we are having the presidential United States election. And we're being witness to a series of what they're calling debates, but we might call them performances, or we might call them expressions of consciousness. And the two candidates are expressing not only their own individual memory tracks and karmic situations, but they are embodying cultural patterns, collective patterns. And I can say that at the first debate, I was very uncomfortable. It was very difficult for me to sit still. It was very difficult for me to focus and to receive the energy of the Republican candidate. It stirred up all kinds of reactivity in me. And I was reminded of a story of a time when Kriyananda, my beautiful guru, and was at the ashram of Shelley Ji, his guru, and a man visited from New York City, a man who was bombastic, narcissistic, pedantic, and just talked and talked about himself and his life and his greatness and this and that for a couple of hours and then left. And Kriyananda was very disturbed, and Shelley looked at him and said, "What's the matter?" Kriyananda said, "That man was the most obnoxious person I've ever met in my life. I can't believe him." And Shelley said, "I found him absolutely fascinating. What a fascinating personality." Now, Shelley wasn't putting on rose-colored glasses. He was a Scorpio. He saw the darkness in people, the delusion in people. He wasn't putting on rose-colored glasses. But he wasn't putting on glasses in a sense at all. He was actually experiencing, wow, that is a state of consciousness that is unbelievable, awe-inspiring, not in the sense of gratitude, but in the sense of amazement, that consciousness itself could come alive in that form. And that is a form that is not fixed, but is on a journey, just as the Republican candidate is on an individual journey, a journey of unfoldment to discover the limitations of his or her particular pattern. And just as I am, and my inability to perceive the radiance in that being is helping me to look inside and recognize, how does he reflect aspects of myself that I have yet to be grateful for, yet to embrace, yet to recover and redeem, so that those patterns can continue to evolve and integrate into my wholeness, into my conscious revelation of wholeness. His bombasticness, his pedanticness, his narcissism that are unacceptable are reflecting back to me a self-examination process. It doesn't mean he's not any of those things. It really means more, am I able to see them and see through them to the radiance? And the answer was, no, I wasn't. So I'll have to return back to the Sun Center, and to re-examine my own soul for those lost children who I still need to bring back into the Wisdom Heart fold. All belongs. Everything is a part of the wholeness. Nothing can be discarded. For when it is discarded, it acts, as it were, independently and as an aberrant part of the structure. Bring it back into the wholeness, bring it back into the heart, reintegrate it. To learn more about these teachings, please visit us at WisdomHeart.com and receive 2 free gifts just for visiting.